My haunted house. This actually started back in February of this year. I live in a 2-story house with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. I've lived here since early 2017. It's just me and my 2 dogs living here. I have always heard noises throughout the house. Nothing ever bothers or harms me. Usually I hear knocking on doors, footsteps running in the attic, or a ball of some sort bouncing faster and faster as if the ball was dropped and bounced till it stopped. The ball bouncing was almost routine, every 3 days in the evenings at different times, but always every 3 days. I can never pinpoint where the bouncing comes from. Well, one evening in early February, I came home. The dogs greeted me as usual. We went to the living room and sat on the couch to watch TV. I heard the ball bouncing again. I ignored it, as it's normal to me now. Only this time, I heard the ball bounce again, exactly as before. I've never heard it twice in a row like that. I brushed it off. The dogs were also used to it. They remained asleep on the couch. I got up to get a drink out of the fridge. I go back to the couch, and there was a chapstick on the couch exactly where I was sitting. I didn't ever remember buying any chapstick. Anyway, I put it on the table and continued on with my night. I watched a few episodes of The Walking Dead and headed upstairs to bed. The dogs followed me. We get up to my bedroom, and in the doorway, I see the same exact chapstick sitting upright on the floor in the middle of the doorway. If I were to pull the door closed, the chapstick would knock over. I freaked out a little because I usually close my door, so the dogs don't tear my stuff up. I picked it up and put it in my pocket. I went back downstairs to get the other chapstick off the table, and it was gone. By then, I was really freaked out. I went back upstairs to go to the bedroom. I couldn't sleep for a bit. I tossed and turned. I looked at the chapstick, and it was a normal chapstick you'd find at any store. I set it on my bedside table and tried to go to sleep, and finally did. The next morning, I woke up and the chapstick was still on the table next to me. I put it in the drawer of my nightstand and went downstairs to make a bowl of cereal. I was still freaked out a little thinking about the night before. It was about 8:30 a.m. I made my cereal and went and sat on the couch. Of course, the chapstick is on the coffee table again. Freaking out, I grabbed it and ran up to my bedroom, and of course it's not in my nightstand anymore. I had to work in about an hour, so I took a shower and got ready, keeping the chapstick in my view at all times. I decided to take it to work and threw it in the dumpster, and went about my day. I didn't tell anyone what was going on, just kept on pushing. I got home at about 7:30 p.m. The dogs did not greet me this time. I walked in and they were upstairs barking. I ran up and they were standing at my bedroom door growling. They saw me and snapped out of it. I opened my bedroom door, and my nightstand was knocked over. I picked it up and figured the dogs were playing while I was gone. But I always shut my bedroom door, so that couldn't have happened. I was still freaked out, so I decided to sleep in the living room. I kept the lights and TV on all night, dogs by my side. I awoke about 3:30 a.m. to hear my dogs upstairs growling again. As I'm heading upstairs, I heard the ball bouncing again somewhere downstairs. I ignored it and went to see what my dogs were growling at. I didn't see anything. Everything looked normal, so I calmed the dogs down. Soon after, one of my dogs ran downstairs into the kitchen and started barking ferociously at a cabinet near the fridge. I opened the cabinet, and lo and behold, the chapstick returned. I left it there and slammed the cabinet shut. Right then and there I yelled, "Whoever you are, I command you go away or else." Still, even after all that, I was never harmed, just freaked out. Shortly after that I heard footsteps running. Mind you, my floors are all hardwood. I don't know where the running was, but it was downstairs this time. I heard the ball bouncing again. I yelled, "Get out, now!" It all stopped immediately. I was freaked out, but didn't hear a peep for about a month or so. Then, the ball bouncing started again. The chapstick disappeared without a trace. But to this day, I still hear the ball bouncing. The house has been put up for sale, but until it's sold, I'm staying here. But if anyone is interested, I tell them my story beforehand. I don't hear from the buyers again after that. And right now, the ball is bouncing upstairs somewhere. I've made peace with it. But the chapstick era freaked me out a bit because I never used chapstick at all. The dogs haven't growled at anything since that I know of. To this day, I still wonder. Why chapstick?